Powers Ultimate Families. Had to go live, man. I'm running through some complications, with storage and just different devices. So I'm going to go ahead and go live from over here. But yes, debunking keto. Keto is one of the most ignorant diets anyone can partake in. It is on the bottom of the list as far as beneficial diets go. It is 7 more important diets that's in front of keto, and it's very acidic. So I'm going to go ahead and explain. It's one of the most disgusting diets I've ever seen. I've seen someone order a burger, take the buns off, and only eat the patty with cheese while dipping it into ketchup. Disgusting. Most greasiest diet I ever experienced. I have never engaged in keto, but just studying, correct? I have friends who engage in keto, etc. So it's one of the most ignorant diets ever, correct? What they're doing is replacing carbs with fat, and they're looking for these ketone bodies. These ketone bodies is acidic compounds that circulate the blood. While anyone wants that, I don't know. But what they're looking for is ketosis, trying to put the body into ketosis. This is where the name keto comes from, correct? They never tell you that it's not a nutritious diet. This is a diet that's targeting weight, and it's only for specific people. And we will tell you exactly who it is for in a minute. But they never speak about ketoacidosis, which comes directly after ketosis. Ketoacidosis is because you have so much acidic levels inside the body. People who usually engage in the keto diet usually work out, and exercise puts the muscle mass or the interior of the body into an acidic state naturally. So by eating acidic and working out, this is where ketoacidosis comes from. This is when you get bad breath. This is when you get dry mouth. This is when you get diarrhea. This is when you urinate at a more frequent pace. And directly after ketoacidosis, you're going to get what they call the keto flu. I will explain exactly when it becomes present, but you're going to get the keto flu. This is nausea, vomiting, insomnia, fevers, and sweating. Pneumonia-like symptoms, correct? Now, once the keto flu passes after week 2 or week 3, you're going to run into constipation, but it's usually going to be diarrhea, correct? These are the digestion complications kicking in. The diarrhea is present because you are replacing fiber with high fats. You already replaced carbohydrates with high fats. Now you're replacing fiber with high fats, and we know fiber is responsible for regulating the diet, regulating the intestine system, and the digestion system in general, correct? This is when you're going to get the temporary weight loss. And this is because you're using the bathroom more frequently between the bowel movements or urination, correct? And this is bad because you're going to shed off pounds very quickly, not exactly authentically or naturally. You're putting it through a illusional state. So you're going to shed off weight very quickly. And if you do not keep the acidic diet or regimen that they give you for a long period of time, which causes other complications, you gain the weight back. So this is only a short-term fix. People for Instagram models, people who take vacations and go into the beach to take the pictures, they need to probably be on this type of diet, correct? No one needs to be on this type of diet, but this is a short-term fix, correct? Now, when you get the loss of the muscle mass, this is going to lower the metabolic rate of the body, correct? You're going to have the metabolic syndrome complications come, and this is because the body is acidic. This is because the body is stripping nutrients from other parts of the body, usually the bones and the muscles, to be able to find nutrients that was stored previously, correct? This is when cholesterol comes into play. This is when bad blood pressure comes into play. This is when diabetes, tumors, and cancers come into play, correct? If you look up, everyone who engages in keto diets is at a higher risk for death. The risk definitely increased for death for people who is engaging in keto. But let me go ahead and break this down for you, correct? So when you're engaging in starches and carbohydrates, your body uses those carbohydrates for glucose, or the glucose and the sugary is more of a sugary substance, correct? This is the energy placement here. Carbohydrates is carbonated or hydrated carbon, correct? Carbohydrates. So it's responsible for energy. It's responsible for a lot of other things inside the body as well. But you have enzymes that's inside the body, on the tongue, all the way into the gut, that breaks down this glucose into a energy. Once you get rid of the carbohydrates, your body must find somewhere to get the energy. It's going to find the glucose. The glucose, once being burned, is also going to, it don't have any carbohydrates to burn, so it's going to start burning fats, correct? Now this is what they try to give you the illusion from. Like I say, this is not about nutrition. This is only about weight. So once you don't have any carbs in the body, you don't really have any energy or any other nutrients either. So the glucose, the sugary substance that you have, is going to find energy to burn the fats. And this is when you're going to, during the first week, the second week, you're going to get 3.5 pounds burnt off, correct? But this is not exactly good. You lost it in a very, very rapid time. Up to 14 days, you lost 3.5 pounds. And what's taking place, correct? So to burn the fat, we're going to go to the insulin. This insulin is going to be responsible for ushering in the sodium, because once you burn, or you're not burning carbohydrates, the body, specifically the kidneys, will induce a large level of sodium inside of the body, inside of the bloodstream. Once that takes place, you're going to experience the flu, the keto flu that I spoke about before. This is the body going through the changes, trying to regulate and understand that it doesn't have any natural energy or natural nutrients inside of it. So it has to find things that it did. The thing about carbohydrates is they store fat, they store water. So the old carbohydrates that was placed inside of the diet is responsible for the water. This is why in the first month, you're going to lose 3.5 pounds up to 7 pounds. And this is because of the water. Remember I said the kidneys is going to make the sodium present. It's going to push sodium inside the kidneys. Once you push the sodium inside the kidneys, you're going to start urinating more frequent, like I spoke about as one of the symptoms. Once you start urinating more at a frequent pace, and you start using the bathroom, remember I said diarrhea is going to take place during the flu, the keto flu. You're going to displace all of the sodium is going to make you use the bathroom, and the diarrhea is going to make you use the bathroom more. So this is the rapid weight change that people usually see between 1 to 3 months, correct? Now, the thing about this is once the keto flu takes place and the carbs is responsible for storing water, and that water you start frequently urinating this water out. Like I say, the first month you're going to lose the weight, correct? This is 0% fat. You're not burning fat, you're losing water. So at this point in time, we have to understand that glycogen, which is present with the carbs, is responsible for retaining this water. But there's no carbs, there's no glycogen present because you have reduced that from the diet. So at this point in time, this is going to cause the body to lose weight fast. Now, they never tell you this. This is only month 1. The first couple weeks, you're going through the keto flu. You're going through the diarrhea. You're going through ketoacidosis. The body is realizing that it has more complications, has more acid, and it's going to start regulating and stabilizing the body. This is month 2. You start stabilizing the body. Once the body is stabilized with these acidic conditions, this is when you start losing the weight. The sodium in the kidneys start taking place. The urination of the water start taking place. The diarrhea have already taken place. So month 2, they're feeling good. They started seeing weight loss up to 7 pounds, maybe 15 pounds, but usually 3.5, correct? Now, month 3, they never speak about it. Month 3, they reach what they call the keto plateau. They are not seeing any changes. The body have already stabilized itself. So it's not burning the excess water that have already been burnt off. And the fat is being stored, correct? Like I say, this is for a short-term weight beneficial system. This is not a long-term system. No one should be eating large levels of meat, dairy, and eggs for a long period of time, thinking you're going to lose weight, thinking you're going to get nutritious benefits from this diet. It is ignorance, and it is disgusting as far as what you have to engage in eating. A person to lose weight need to drink water and need to eat fruit and need to exercise. No more, no less. This is how you're going. So we need to keep these things in mind when we are dealing with these diets that's coming up. The late 90s, the early 2000s, you've seen the Slim Fast, the Slim Quick, popular. This is when they started urging people to start engaging inside of keto. Keto is only beneficial for the white man and white woman who have complications with acidity levels already and don't have problems with cholesterol from beginning, and children who have epilepsy. People of the African American community, the African community that has the African genome, need to stay away from the keto diet. You already have bad cholesterol. You already have bad blood pressure. You already dealing with diabetes. You already have complications with growing tumors and cancerous conditions. Black people engaging in keto is one of the most ignorant things that a black person can do as far as fighting towards health and nutrition. This is not a nutritious diet. This is a weight diet. So we need to keep that in mind when we are making these decisions. Do not get caught up on the trends. Do not get caught up on the advocators. Do not get caught up on the advertising. This is what they want you to do, correct? We have to keep in mind that these production companies, manufacturing companies, is going to find systems and information and twist it on us. There's no intelligence to this diet that you can find me that I cannot find somewhere else without going through the side effects. This is the equivalency of taking pharmaceutical medications other than herbs as far as diets go. Like I say, it's on the bottom of the diet list. Stay away from keto, families. Power is ultimate. Everybody stay healthy out there. For anyone who is having complications with diet transitions, you can always book a free consultation at KwofiKhan.com where we work with you 25-minute free. We do have a 45-minute option as well. We do have many services and products at KwofiKhan.com to help these complications, to help the transition through diet and DNA transfers, correct? And going to DNA, we do have DNA genetic testing for anyone who needs to know. If you're not going to change into veganism or vegetarianism, you're going to continue to eat meat, we do have a system to where you can eat the correct things, lighter poultries, stay away from eggs and so much dairy, correct? And we can find, based off your genetics, exactly what you could be eating in a diet regimen, and we give you a target diet list with foods and herbs to take as well to become an optimal health being, even if you're not going to transition into plant-based veganism or vegetarianism. So power is ultimate, families. Everyone stay healthy out there and leave keto alone.